Hi, welcome to Mindful Healthy Habits with Kevin. Today I'm talking about how to get instant relief when you're feeling anxiety or stress, or you're just not feeling your best self. These are some techniques that can help. They can help you almost instantly. All you have to do is practice and remind yourself to use them when you need them. Today we're going to be talking about exercise. Everyone says exercise is the best therapy for you. But when you're feeling really high anxiety and stress, there are so many mental resistance and blockages that just prevent you from even getting started. Yes, once you get to the gym or once you start your exercise, you're going to feel much better, especially if you do it mindfully. But getting there, getting past that hump, getting past that point where there's no way I feel like exercising right now. And everything in your brain, all your thoughts are telling you, no, just take the easy way out. Exercises, I'm not doing that right now. But it is just a mental block. And if you can get past that and just get to the gym and get to out for a walk for 5 minutes, you're going to find that it's going to feel instantly better. You just have to get there. You just have to get to that point where you're almost tricking yourself or just not even listening to your thoughts at this point. Like, I'm just beelining for the gym. I'm not thinking anything. I'm just getting there. I'm distracting myself as much as possible. I'm just going to get to the gym. I'm going to get on the bike. I'm going to get on the treadmill. I'm going to start doing my laps. I'm going to start doing my even in hangs or whatever it is that you do for your warm up. I'm going to get there. I'm going to give myself 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll feel better. You just have to get there. So exercise is so good for you, especially when you're not feeling yourself. Even just a brisk walk outside, even a slow walk, just any kind of walk outside, getting fresh air will help. However, there is a catch to that. Sometimes when you're walking, and if you're walking on your own by yourself, the thoughts can really come up, and it can actually make things worse. It'll actually make you feel more stressed by being alone on the walk. The physical part of the walk is good for you, but it just sometimes when you're alone and you're walking, the thoughts really come up. And if you're good at just allowing them to pass, you'll be fine. But people get caught up in their thoughts, and they have these imaginary conversations with whoever, and it's could've, would've, should've, and all this stuff comes up. And it's not useful for the most part. You have to be gifted at learning to let those go and letting those thoughts pass by, and bringing it back to an anchoring technique, a breath. Or what I like to do is I like to, as I'm walking, I like to look for colors. So I'll look for as many things that are red, and I'll just point things out that are red. And then after 4 or 5, I'll switch to orange, and I'll find 4 or 5 things that are orange. And I'll just look around wherever I'm walking, and I'll look for as many things as I can that's orange. Then I'll move on to yellow. Then I'll move on to green, and so on and so on. I'll do all the colors of the rainbow. And then I'll look for, white and black and brown or whatever, just to keep your mind from going into autopilot. That's when it's dangerous. That's when things come up, and it's not good for you. So when you're on your walk, try to be mindful and try to let the thought come up, and then, bring it back to the colors. Or let the thought come up and then bring it back to your senses. Some people really try to smell as they're walking, or I can feel the wind and the air as I walk. You know, you can use your senses as well as you're going through the walk, but try to avoid just being in autopilot and letting the thoughts, letting the imagination just go wild, and you know, it can actually cause more harm than good. So just be mindful when you're on your walk. Try to make it a mindful walk, and try to make it a positive one, where when you're finished, you get the physical relief, that feels good, but then you also get that mental relief as well, of not thinking the whole time while you're walking. Even something as simple as jumping jacks, or getting on a bike, just 5-10 minutes, just to slow the momentum down of your anxiety, just to slow down your busy thoughts, that can help as well. Simple things as stretching, just going and hanging on a bar, can be beneficial as well. Stretching is so good, because when I stretch, I like to listen or feel what the body feels like after every stretch. So I'll take a deep stretch, and I'll take a deep inhale, and then as I exhale, release, I'll take an awareness breath, a deep inhale, and on the exhale, I'll just pause for a moment and notice what that stretch has done. What changes do I feel? What new sensations do I feel in the body? And I'll connect that. So not only am I stretching or working out, but I'm feeling what's going on in the body. I'm reconnecting with new sensations all the time. I'm like, oh, that shoulder workout. I just did a shoulder workout, but then after I'm done, I'll put the weights down. I'll take my awareness breath, and then I'll just like, that feels good. That feels really good. And what that does is that you're stopping, again, the momentum of your thoughts. You're stopping that daydreaming of woulda, coulda, shoulda, and getting into these, you know, imaginary conversations with people that aren't even there. And you're distracting yourself with that feeling of the inner body energy. It feels so good. When you're working out, keep in mind to keep moving quickly, like almost like a circuit training. When you're really, really lost in your thought, this can be beneficial to you, to you know, do your shoulder exercise, and then right quickly after get into an ab exercise, and then right quickly after go into a leg, and then do that circuit again without a lot of time in between. I find that when I'm in the workout, I start to feel better, and then I take a rest, and then that's when the thoughts come up again. And so I'm trying to just keep busy, just almost like a circuit training, go from one thing to a next. You may not be able to do as heavy of weights as you normally do, but that's okay. On those days where you're really, really, you know, high thoughts, high anxiety, high stress, you kind of just want to keep moving. You want to keep going from station to station and trying to keep yourself as busy as you can without that time in between for rest. Because that is also time where your thoughts will sometimes overtake you and say, you've worked out enough. Let's just go home now. And instead of, if you keep moving like a circuit, then you'll get more done, and you'll feel better when you're finished. So try to take that mindful walk. Try to do some kind of exercise to just slow down the momentum of your thoughts. Your physical body will feel better, but also your mind, your busy thoughts will slow down. And you know, you'll be breathing as you do this, so you'll bring your breath back into balance. And it's just another way to slow down the stress and the anxiety almost instantly, by just overcoming that mental hurdle, getting into some kind of activity, stretching, walking, biking, anything that will kind of slow down your thoughts. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoy these tips, and I'll see you again in the next video. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you.